We've all stayed in a hotel where the fitness centre looks like this. I don't know about you, but I don't just want to stare at a wall and do cardio with 2 other people on vacation. And where are the weights? But what if there's a place that actually understands this challenge? A place with wellness in mind, but also gives you the scenery and experience that you won't forget. Well, I found a place and I'm headed there tomorrow. Yazio invited me to their event at the lodge in Mallorca, which claims every element is designed to reflect and celebrate the lodge's natural setting. Let's read some reviews. Marty says, we love service, especially in the restaurant and reception, pool, dinner and lavender fields. Okay. Iger says, fantastic design and amenities, amazing room, love the pool and breakfast. So far the food's sounding pretty promising. Arthur wrote, misses the mark for a 5-star. The gym is outdoors, which suits the aesthetic, but impossible to use post 9 AM as it's far too hot. As someone from the UK, I feel like I'm very qualified to test that review. To really put this trip to the test, I have to complete 4 challenges. Number 1, I need to find 3 unique wellness amenities. I'm not talking your typical swimming pool. We want something a little bit extra since this hotel is supposed to be 4.5 stars. Number 2, get a full weights workout in the gym after 9 AM. Arthur, we've got to see if you're actually lying. Number 3, go on a 4K run, which will actually be my first run back after getting injured, so we'll see how that goes. And number 4, have at least 1 source of protein in each of my meals. This is going to put the food to the test. So I guess all that's left to do is...
Good morning, it is 3 right now, and to be honest, that is 3 hours too early to be awake, but we've got a plane to catch, so let's get ready.
Speedy morning routine. I brushed my teeth, took some water with my creatine, and headed to the airport. I did some coach and client check-ins sitting in the airport waiting for my flight, then we were away. We made it to Mallorca! This was actually my first solo trip out of country, so I was kind of nervous about the whole thing, but we got there safely and met up with the girls, and then we kind of explored Palma for a little bit because we were so early, but there were some beautiful buildings, we saw the sights. I realised I did not have my sun cream in my bag, and one thing about being ginger is we burn ridiculously easily, so I do not want to get sunburnt on this trip. My mum will kill me. Also, the bus told us the wrong place to get picked up, so we nearly got left behind, but when we got there, the drive was really beautiful, and before we knew it, we'd arrived. I didn't really appreciate how much dust there is in the air. My eyes are watering so much. Also, they've taken my bag and I don't have my mic, so I'm sorry if you can't hear any of the audio in this. But yeah, look at the infinity pool. That is one of our 3 unique amenities ticked off straight away, so off to a strong start. I've not been in an infinity pool before, so I'm looking forward to that. Of course, we're making most of the food, so it's time to refuel. The shower was insane. Time for room tour. Okay, so first as you walk in, you've got this cute little courtyard area with some plants. And then you walk straight into the bedroom. The bedroom comes with a bed, coat rack, sofa and table, some snacks, a lamp with a phone, and a pot of umbrellas. Then through this magic door, we have the bathroom. It's a massive bathroom. There are 2 sinks, toilet, and the most insane shower I've ever seen in my life.
And you go, see me shower! I was having a show.
Thankfully, we found out the little courtyard outside the shower door was actually part of my room, so definitely avoided a lot of awkward situations. Finally, the room also came with its own little patio, an area you could sit outside and enjoy the sun. And over there you can see like all the pools in the distance. This is so beautiful. I feel like we've had quite a nice little introduction to the place, but tomorrow is when the real work starts because we're starting bright and early at 8 AM with a 3K run. I actually injured my foot 6 weeks ago, so I've not run in those 6 weeks, and I'm a little bit nervous because the last thing I want to do is injure myself even more at the very start of the day before we've done any of the other fitness stuff, because straight after that is a HIIT workout. But there's going to be some crazy cool experiences here. We've got ice baths, we've got an infinity pool, there's a sauna, and it's not just any sauna, it is the cutest sauna. I did have a little sneak peek today, but you'll see it tomorrow. And for dinner, I'm going to stop myself right there before I spoil everything, but let's just say we're going to be testing the lavender field review too. I've definitely reached a point, and that point is bedtime. So, good morning! I've already brushed my teeth, braided my hair, and covered myself in sun cream because run time is fast approaching. It's in 10 minutes, and we need to get a move on. Today's outfit, of course, is from GYMSHARK. I think at this point most of my clothes are from GYMSHARK, but you can use code SOPHIEREID10 to get yourself a discount as well. I also got this running vest purely because I didn't have a pocket to put my room key in, and also to stop my back getting sunburned.
The plan was to do a 3k run, but I think some of us are going a little bit further. I've not run in 6 weeks, but I'm super excited because I missed it so much. And yeah, look at this view though. This is the perfect run if we ever had one. Oh wait, I've not started my Strava. Hang on. It's quite rocky.
Yeah. Yeah, a bit more up there.
Yeah, watch your ankles.
Yeah.
It keeps you on your feet. Well, it keeps you thinking.
I've not actually done a group run like this in absolutely ages. I have run with a friend, but I think having like a bigger group is so good for building community. You can chat to different people.
I love this so much. It's so scenic. Look at that view. You can't see the view, I can show you the bit.
That view. That's the one I meant.
2k down. The ankles feel good. I'm so excited because if I get out of this run intact, it means I can start running again in training. That's where we're going, isn't it? I'm so excited. It's not too hot yet. It's still pretty hot here. But just being here really reminds me how blessed we are to be able to move our bodies. Because we take it for granted until it's gone. And then you get to see views like this. On around. It's so beautiful. Yeah, let's go. 3k complete.
Oh, you thought we were done? No, we're doing a HIIT workout now. The run was just a warm-up. This HIIT workout was very different to my usual training style. And some of the movements I'm just not the biggest fan because it doesn't feel like I'm putting much work in. I guess like with any exercise, the more you put in, the more you get out effort-wise. But it was a good way to wake us up, got us moving, you know. But there was one slight problem. See, to complete my challenge of doing a 4k run, I actually have to run 4k. And we only ran a 3k. Here's my Strava. So I'm gonna have to run again tomorrow. But to add a little bit of extra spice to the challenge, I'm gonna try and beat my pace. So get a faster time and run a longer distance. And hope and pray my foot injury doesn't come back. Oh yeah, I'll link the full injury vlog because it's kind of a long story-ish. I'm gonna have to agree with Iger because the breakfast was indeed amazing. They had protein, lots of protein, so off to a strong start on that challenge. And you could go back as many times as you want. So I was well fueled. You best believe I was well fueled for the day ahead. For enough breakfast, we've got some amenities to check out. Because so far I've only really checked out the pool. So next up,
The sauna's so hot and it's not even on. At least I don't think it's on. That's what it's saying. I feel like being in the sauna makes the outside not feel as hot, so that's a win. But we're going for a nice bath next, which is gonna make the outside feel very hot.
I only actually had 5 minutes to try the sauna, but at least we can take it off the amenities list. Then before trying our third unique amenity, we did this breath work and sort of movement stretch session to warm up for it, which I wasn't sure about because I was already boiling. Then it was time to see how long I could last in the ice bath.
3 minutes.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell by that face, the water was pretty cold compared to the outside temperature.
The last time I did a cold plunge was in a reservoir. It was 0 degrees Celsius. It was snowing. People were building a snowman on the opposite side of the room. I'm starting to feel it now. Everything's going numb. 40 minutes! 40 minutes! That would be a bit too long. Oh wait, we're done? That was actually not as bad as I expected.
Honestly, once I was in, the ice bath was absolutely fine. I feel like it's the same when you're doing anything hard. It's that initial friction point that you need to get over, the step of getting in the ice bath or starting the workout or starting the run. That's the hardest part, but once you've started, it's so much easier to keep going because you've already got that initial momentum. Speaking of momentum, we completed the first challenge, let's go. But we still got to get a workout in after 9 AM, get protein in the rest of my meals, and do a 4k run. But first, we've got to make the most of these unique amenities.
Since the gym has very minimal equipment, I thought it would be helpful to share like a hotel style workout because hotel gyms on the most part are absolutely rubbish. Like you might get a couple dumbbells, maybe a treadmill, maybe a bike if you're lucky, and we want to make the most of what we've got. So I've only got two 10 kg dumbbells here, and we're going to make the most of them for a lower body session. I'll share an upper body session tomorrow because I've got a little bit of time before my flight, but I'm going to walk you through it.
Initially, I did talk you through all of the exercises, but then I realised my mic wasn't actually connected properly, so the audio is rubbish. So let's quick fire through these and I'll give you some top tips. First, we're starting with dumbbell RDLs. Push your hips back to initiate the movement, keep the dumbbells as close to your legs as possible, and squeeze your glutes to the top. Then for the quads, we're going into goblet squat, so we're keeping our chest up, slow on the way down, and power on the way up. If you want to make it harder, you can increase the weight by adding 2 dumbbells in sort of a front rack position. You're going to have to engage your core a lot for this one too. If you wanted to make it a full body workout, then you could do dumbbell thrusters, which is basically coming up out of the squat and into a shoulder press.
Now, any good leg workout has a unilateral movement, which means we're focusing on one side at a time. So let's do some dumbbell reverse lunges. It's so hot.
At this point in the workout, I was starting to see what Arthur was getting at with his review, but we're not finished, so we can't bust it yet. We're hinging forward at the hips slightly for reverse lunges to target the glutes a bit more. Keep your spine neutral, core tight, and power on the way up. And finishing off the workout with another exercise for the glutes, we're doing sumo squats. You can use 2 dumbbells to make this more challenging.
Once you've done 10 to 12 reps of that, you're done. So if you're traveling this summer and want to give that a go in your hotel gym, then let me know if you try it. You can also just do this at home, to be fair, if you don't have much equipment. I also want to caveat though, if you don't want to work out on holiday, that is totally fine. I love staying active. I would probably try to get to a gym if I had access to a gym when I'm away, but this is what we have here and I wanted to make the most of it. After that workout though, we need some food because food is fuel and fuel is very important, so we're going to do a little bit of a cooking class. We'll see what that entails. I don't know, but we're gonna be late, so let's go.
Welcome to the lunch. You're all gonna be in teams. So we cook together first of all. You should talk to each other and everybody because the best part about cooking is cooking together. There's some plates over here. My goal is that we have the best looking long table down there that you've ever seen.
How did we spawn in this golf buggy? Anyway, people needed some herbs to cook with, so that was our next mission.
Currently on the hunt for some butterhead lettuce. Not regular lettuce, butterhead lettuce. This looks promising, maybe? I don't know. There's little name tags for all of the veg, so it just says lettuce, which isn't very helpful. So there's either that lettuce or we've got these lettuce. So I say ask or Google. We're assuming this is butterhead lettuce, and if not, then hopefully people will enjoy it as well. But there's a lot of them, so it'll be enough to feed everyone. There's bugs. We're gonna have to wash this well, but yeah, have a lettuce. Need basil. Yeah. Basil. This direction. Oh no, that's basil. No. Yeah. It's basil. So everyone's making different dishes to sort of bring together to make lunch, and we're doing an arugula and fig salad. We've got to squeeze, how many lemons are we squeezing? 12 lemons. So we're going to be here a while. Do you want me to start on the figs and you can keep doing the lemons? We should divide and conquer.
Here's our finished salad. I think it looks pretty decent, if I do say so myself, but everyone else's dishes looked amazing as well, and I was super excited to try all of them. Well, most of them. And we're still on track for getting our protein in. Chat, please be honest with me. On a scale of flamingo to tomato, how cooked am I? Drop an emoji in the comments.
What a powerful name it is, the name of Jesus.
We've had a tiny bit of time for a shower and things before dinner, but I've got sunburned. Even though I put sun cream on like 4 times, I think it was just after the ice bath I completely forgot to reapply it then, and then yeah, ginger problems. But that actually reminded me of a passage I've been looking at for the last few days actually, and it's about the armor of God. Because when you go out in the bright sun in 30-degree heat, as a ginger at least, then you are going to get sunburned if you don't put sun cream on. The sun cream is kind of like the armor of God. If we don't put on the armor of God before we go out every day, whether that's just to work, just out the house, around the shops, or even to somewhere like Mallorca, then we're kind of at risk of being burnt by the devil's schemes. I actually want to read the passage to you because I know not everyone will know what the armor of God is, and you're probably like, what's she on about? So let's just read it. It is Ephesians 6 verse 10 to 20, and it says, "Be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms." I know that's a lot to take in, but bear with me. "Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you've done everything, to stand. Stand firmly then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God." So wherever you think the devil's trying to get at you in life right now, this is your sword. You've got to take the word with you every single day. That's why I find reading the Bible and spending time with God first thing in the morning can be so powerful, because you're literally putting on the armor of God. You're picking up your sword first thing in the morning so you can defend yourself wherever you're going out in the day. And I know we don't really talk about the spiritual forces and the devil in our day-to-day life. Like, I don't talk about it every single day either. Quite frankly, I think it can be easy to just avoid it and not really acknowledge its existence to some extent. But the devil is real, and it's really scary to think that not all of us are equipping ourselves with the word, with the sword of the Spirit, or putting on the armor of God every single day. And there are days where I'm busy and I don't manage to get my Bible study in, and I definitely notice the difference between how I show up the rest of the day, whether things like annoy me more. And I just noticed that when I do read the word and I'm intentional about getting that time in with God first thing in the morning, it carries through the rest of my day. I have so much more peace. I can deal with situations better. I won't unpack everything in this passage because there is quite a lot in there, and I would not do it justice in just like a few minutes. I would really encourage you to have a look at this passage this week, because I don't know, I just want to make it a point to put on the full armor of God every single day when I go out. I want to make like a little reminder to remind myself to put on the full armor of God every day, because the things that it mentions, the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, gospel of peace, shield of faith, helmet of salvation, sword of the Spirit, those images can be quite hard to understand and like pin down into what it actually means for you in your life. But starting by equipping yourself with the sword of the Spirit every single morning is gonna get you such a long way. So that is the one thing that I want you to take away from this, is equip yourself every single morning with the sword of the Spirit. God is with you, and you need to be able to defend yourself when things come up. God is honestly so good. But now we've got to get ready for dinner. It is a very exciting dinner. A little bit fancy, a little bit of dress up. But before dinner, first, as you do, we played cornhole. It got pretty competitive, but my team won, of course. Of course. We did great, guys. So pretty. We're nearly at the lavender fields. Okay, we have questions that need answered because this was insane. Can you see those rainbows in the clouds? Someone let me know in the comments why this is happening, what this is, because it was crazy. We stayed in that lavender field till almost 11 p.m. So even though our first review of the gym was busted, I can definitely confirm that the lavender fields were worth the wait. Arthur would approve of this morning's workout because we did it before 9 a.m. Mostly because I need to be out of this hotel by 11 a.m. so there wasn't really much choice. But we did dumbbell rows followed by alternating curls supersetted with overhead tricep extension. Then went into some dumbbell lateral raises, which I don't usually do. I prefer cables just because I've got a bit of a dodgy shoulder and the resistance profile's a bit nicer. But we've still not completed our last challenge, and with time rapidly running out, it was literally a race against the clock to get this 4K run done. But oh, what a beautiful feeling this was. I used to think that I didn't like running because I would push myself super hard every single session, and I wouldn't it would be that weird feeling where you can't really breathe, your heart's just beating out your chest, and I had no idea that that's not how you're supposed to train for running. You're supposed to take your easy runs easy and be able to hold a full conversation. So I actually filmed a few reels while I was doing this run, so my pace is probably slower than I would usually go, but that's good. Like when you're in a recovery period as well after coming back from an injury, you need to take it easier, and I'm someone who's so guilty of not taking things easy and just diving straight back in. But if this trip has taught me anything, it's been the reminder that we are so blessed to be able to move our bodies daily, and we can't take that for granted. Whether you eat, drink, whatever you do, we want to do it all for the glory of God. And that looks like being grateful for the blessings He's given you, enjoying those good gifts in your life, and finding joy in the little things too. Because even when it rains and the sun's just slightly peeping out between the clouds, if you look with the right perspective, you're going to see a rainbow. And that's one of the beautiful things in life that you don't want to miss.